was gonna keep on that screen. I'm joking. Woo!
Did you like my applause? Yes. Great applause. Welcome, Loudmouths,
It was amazing.
to the Loathsome Loudmouths podcast with today's honorary Loudmouths, Metal FH, and Fallen Angel Pyrex. And I'm your host, Trolumbo. Welcome to this fucking episode.
That was not
What the fuck did we title this episode again? Like, Trouser snakes on a plane and something about beer and chips?
Yep.
Chips and beer cure death? Question mark.
Death. Question mark. We're not sure. But we're gonna find out because of some article about some ancient person that drank... not ancient that isn't from history, but well, kind of. It's someone who's still alive, let's say. An old... Kind of alive.
Yeah.
How alive you can be at 100 years old. Fucking hell. Shit.
Sometimes very alive. Why are you taking the mouse bus? I was going to do it.
I don't know. If you want to take the mouse, then you take the
So
mouse.
what are we going to be
Yeah,
doing?
we're gonna be starting with the shit.
This?
The little known fact, yeah. And today's little known fact is about Pez.
Me?
No, the Pez, not Pezza.
Oh. No, I'm called Pez as well.
Really?
My nicknames are Pez, which is short for Pezza. Also known as Pez Dispenser.
Do you dispense Pez? How do you do that?
I really want Pez now.
From
oh my
your
God.
ass?
Sorry.
They don't taste like
Better
Pez,
than
do
a-
they?
Better than a bus dispenser.
Okay.
Anyway, the product name Pez is German in origin, apparently. It is derived from the German words for peppermint.
I hate you.
Now you might wonder, what the fuck is the German word for peppermint? It's Pfefferminz! And that somehow got to Pez, because Pfefferminz, it's like a Z at the end, and starts with a P, and there's an E in the middle. That's how they got to Pez, apparently. Yay, that makes sense.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, how the fuck do you
What?
make names? Is that
How
a
the
weird
fuck do you get... Oh, fucking hell.
Pez from Pfefferminz?
Yeah, like
Who knows?
Pfefferminz.
Is it Germans? They can come up with a lot of stuff, like the Holocaust.
Oh my.
Fucking hell. We started off really horribly here. Demonetized
We
For
are!
life. For life.
Well, you are. I'm technically
life.
just extra. I'm a tag along. I'm the
I mean-
third wheel.
We never fucking fillet ourselves, like we never suck our own dicks, but like I wanna say that actually from the beginning on, from the first episode on now, compared to the previous run of this podcast on the separate channel, I mean the overlay looks fucking awesome. With the screen and stuff.
I will say this does look amazing, even though I've never seen what your past one looked like.
Not so good.
Because most of your creations are sometimes shit. But this is... I'm joking.
Wow. Thanks.
Your creations are actually fucking amazing. I just don't use the overlay for most of the time.
I should just get... I still need to get rid of the chat thing. It should just be the wall without that on it. And it should just say
Yeah.
the word chat in another font.
Yeah,
because I
don't
hate
push
that
the
font.
screen.
Yeah, because the camera shakes?
Because you do... Cause
Oh my god, there's an earthquake in fucking Belgium. Somebody report on this. Fake news. We should do that
Oh wow,
once.
my hair looks really nice.
We should make a fake news thing where we just come up with fake news and just have people share that. But yeah,
Did
fucking
we...
Jack did that already, didn't he? I just came
Did
up
we
Yeah.
with
watch
something that
Travis in
already
the
exists
CC
again.
chat? Sorry,
Fucking hell.
that's just a question.
Anyway, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna go to the articles?
You wanna go to the articles?
Yes, please.
There you
Yes.
go.
Ooh.
Which one first?
Oh wait, I'm gonna.
Yeah,
and
we're
I'm
gonna
drop
start with
out.
the beer and potato chips one. So,
Sorry.
Yeah.
100-year-old secret. Well, okay, Perry. It's nice knowing you. Are you gonna fuck off again?
Yeah. I'm gonna listen to it and like
Respond from afar.
yeah, and hope that Mel doesn't respond the same stuff that I do.
Okay, never
I'm
mind.
not gonna trip this time.
Okay, don't fall.
No, I'm stuck. I'm good.
Nice trip. See you next fall.
Oh.
Fuck you, Matt Hardy. Anyway, 100-year-old's secret to long life: beer and fucking potato chips.
Fucking
Not physically.
potatoes.
Not physically.
Okay.
Because they're crunchy and
Yeah,
Oh,
they
shit,
just
shit,
break
I
immediately.
And I went, oh,
Yeah, they
shit, I
break.
went beer.
and you could probably like cut yourself on the chips, and then you get vaginal bleeding more than once a month. So that's not fucking positive at all.
Wait,
Longtime
once a
friends.
month?
What?
Vaginal bleeding once a month.
Yeah. I mean, multiple days, but it's like one.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you! No, I'm joking. Anyway, longtime friends and neighbors Matilda and Mickey both turned. Oh! Mickey turned 100 years old within days of each other. Anyway, so there's two fucking old people, and they're both fucking old. Like 100 years old. They're like a century old. Fucking hell. Can you imagine they still like inhabited the world together with the dinosaurs?
No.
Fucking hell no. They saw both world wars. That's just crazy. And then we see this shit here. We can actually, because the sound's off, we can just say what they're saying. Like,
Wait,
somebody
when?
has to start stopping.
When were their birthdays?
Damn.
That video is probably not.
Yes, I know. I have a very tiny penis, and I'm here to say. Fuck this shit. That wasn't even funny at all. I didn't know what to say. Let's just go to the fucking article. When asked about the secret to a long life, 100-year-old Matilda Kirkia, I'm probably butchering that fucking name, told NBC 7 San Diego that she had 1 beer and 3 potato chips every night. 3 potato chips? How do you do that? Like, how can you just eat 3 potato chips? How do you
I don't
do
know.
that? Fucking life hacks over there. I've experienced good health, Matilda said. I have no pain and do my exercises every day.
Fuck off!
And have my beer. Eat my potato chips. That's about all. Okay.
Cool.
I mean, to some degree.
Hey, did you skip over the part that she said that she later admitted with a grin that she might eat a little more than 3 chips?
Oh, I think I skipped over that. Ooh. I was in shock by the 3 chips that I fucking just completely glossed over that. Fuck.
What a cheeky little bastard.
Oh, what a cheeky old sot. Fucking hell. Anyway, Matilda and her neighbor, identified as Mickey, both turned 100 years old this week in San Diego within days of each other. On Saturday, they had a birthday bash in the Allied Gardens neighborhood with their families.
I sexually identify as Mickey.
Fucking hell. What the fuck how do you like convey that gender identity with like big fucking white gloves, red like pants with 2 gold buttons on it or something, and wearing big yellow clown shoes? Is that
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that. Anyway, so they had blue, gold, and hot pink balloons shaped as 100 numerals decorating their party. Ooh. Okay, this is just like, that's just there. Just basically, hey, see this other article. It's completely unrelated. Fuck you. The lively pair had a friendship that spans decades. Fucking hell. They both moved to the neighborhood around the same time and live only 4 doors away from each other.
No way.
Fucking hell. Mickey worked as a nurse. Okay. In the military during World War II and still has a spirited laugh. Fucking hell. Spirited laugh. Is that like... I can't fucking imagine anything with a spirited laugh. She served in Australia, New Guinea, and the Philippines.
No way.
Fucking hell.
The Philippines are the female version of the Philips.
Fuck me sideways. That was a stupid joke. Why do I laugh? Okay, now let's read this. Oh, I've been a general duty nurse for a long time. Oh, and when World War II started, and I signed up right away to go overseas, Mickey said. And I went to the different parts. Where they were really fighting.
Police saving choking puppy. Oh no.
It's just another unrelated fucking article. Why? That looks unrelated as well. Like the fucking pictures of her. Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Fuck you. She told NBC 7 about the cheering soldiers up after they came in with traumatic injuries. Oh, yeah. That's actually pretty cool. Some were in perfect health until they suddenly lost an arm or a leg in the war. Well, that's how those fucking wars go, don't they? Oh, sometimes I'd come in extremely depressed, and then I try to tell about what? I try to tell about and show them about cases that would make theirs look pretty light. Oh, Mickey said.
Oh, this one guy has a blown head off. What?
Like, yeah, I lost my arm, nurse. Oh, I saw this guy that has lost his 2 arms. Oh.
Oh,
Dang, fucking hell. For
you
nearly
fucking asshole. You pussy. Oh. Anyway.
It's like they slap like a sticker with an arm drawn on fucking wood.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Anyway, for nearly half a century, the longtime friends have lived on the same block. The Pels are still active walkers who occasionally ride their bikes.
That was it.
That was it. Yes, that's the article. It was
So
less riveting than I would have expected. Gee.
yeah. Well, a good thing Mickey was there.
Yeah, it's a good thing that it said that. Then we have 5 articles. Barry,
Oh.
you forgot about the molesting police officer.
Oh, yeah.
Barry,
What?
how can you forget about the molesting police officer?
You can open it, come on.
Okay, I can open the molesting police officer.
Actually, let me do it because I don't trust you. Get it.
You don't trust me around the molesting police officer.
No, because you want to just like click it to open it.
I'm gonna open the molesting police officer.
Click it. Do.
Lick it.
Stick it.
That's probably what he said. And what he did. There it is.
Flick it. Do.
Dick it.
Everyone can see this, by the way, so they can see all my tabs and what I look up. There we go.
Oh my god, all
Hentai.
of your porn. Have you seen my massive porn
Do you
collection?
want to see this one,
What?
or are you still doing this?
No, this one's dead. Not the people in the article. They're 100 years old, but they're still very much alive.
Do you want this one?
But this fucking article, we read through it, so there's no more juice coming out of that.
Do you know that there's a tiny chance that while we were reading that article, they both died?
At the same time? Fucking hell.
Yeah, they were hit by a bus.
On their bikes?
Yeah. No, not on bikes when they were going for an active walk.
Yeah, how big is the chance that they both like get simultaneous heart attacks or something? That's like almost impossible. Time special offer. Ooh, ooh, we qualify for 4 free issues. Fuck off. Anyway, a police officer has been charged with 28 sex crimes. Not one,
Holy.
not 2, not 3, and I could go on for this.
Not 4, not 5, not
Oh,
6, not
Yeah.
7, not 8, not 9, not 10, not 11, not
Huh? Are we there yet?
not 12, not
Oh, fuck me in the ass. Okay. It happened in Charlotte, North Carolina. See, I know places in the United States. An ossifer who flies helicopters for police. What?
Did you say ossifer? You said ossifer.
That was just a lame joke. So, an officer who flies helicopters for police in North Carolina's largest city was charged Tuesday with 28 sex crimes after a woman reported she was abused several years ago, starting as a preteen, authorities said. The victim, now 17, so she's still just 17 now.
Alright. Yeah.
She told investigators that Matthew Porter sexually assaulted her for 3 years from 2010 to 2013. When she was 10? Ugh.
Ah.
That's even worse. Like, the younger, the worse. I know, like, everything is, like, bad, obviously, but the younger, it fucking gets worse. Fucking hell. Charlotte Mecklenburg Police Deputy Chief Katrina Grrr said, what the fuck, how are you supposed to read that? How do you pronounce this shit? Grrr? How do you read that name? Barry! Help! I can't read the name. Just sounds like somebody throwing up. What was this mouthful of shit? Charlotte Mecklenburg Police Deputy Chief Katrina Grau said. Why? See the next line in the article.
Grouse said the sex assaults.
No. See how this first paragraph ends.
Grouse said.
Oh, that's annoying me. Why does that happen? So anyway, this person said this whole line of shit, and then they had to say again that the person said they could have worded that differently. Anyway, but that's just a little nitpick, I guess. The sexual assault happened in Charlotte, where her family was friends with Porter. Well, but the victim reported them to the deputies in Nye County, Nevada, where she now lives. It's not uncommon for child victims to delay reporting as they grow a little more mature and seek counseling, Grew said. It's not uncommon for disclosures to come out years later. Okay. Porter, a 54-year-old man, is charged with 8 counts of first-degree sex offense and 20 counts of indecent liberties, Grow said. Police aren't aware of any other victims, but continue to investigate. Porter has been placed on unpaid leave. I mean, it's already really bad, but like with the article title, I thought it was like 28 different cases.
Oh yeah.
So it doesn't diminish the suffering for this one person, but it's like it doesn't spread the suffering to multiple people. I was like, the fucking thing, like, if you just, that article title is kind of misleading, isn't it? If you read that, you're not gonna think it's the same person.
Well, I'm not gonna think that, no.
Who would?
I don't know.
There was an officer charged with 28 sex crimes. How many people would you think he would have molested or some shit?
28.
No, just one. It's just for one person, 28 sex crimes apparently. That's what it comes down to. See, it's worded shitly. It's just like at first I thought like, oh, this fucking piece of shit police officer molested 28 people. It's one person, which is already shit enough, but 28 would be worse. Well, at least 27 people can be
relieved
that they didn't get fucking molested by a fucking police officer. Well, anyway, the assaults did. Whoa! Did I skip over something? Grouse said police aren't aware of any other victims. That's what we said, but continue to investigate. Porter has been placed on unpaid leave. Well, at least he's not getting paid. I mean, a lot of the times when cops do something shitty, like shoot a black person, they get paid leave. So this is at least a bit better. The assaults did not happen on duty. What does that even make a fucking difference? Who cares? Like, fuck me sideways. Who gives a fuck on when it happened? It fucking happened. Allegedly. Let's be fair. We don't have the full proof or anything. It doesn't say that it's been fully proven, so let's say allegedly. So the assaults did not happen on duty. Porter was hired by Charlotte police in 1995 and began flying helicopters 2 years later. Okay. Why does it say Grew said constantly? It's annoying.
Grew?
Find another way to fucking...
Grew said. Grew did not say.
Can they fucking find another way to word that, please? This writer's shit. Who wrote this?
Associated Press.
It doesn't say who exactly wrote this. Okay.
Well, who would
want
want
their name on it, I guess. Anyway.
Probably not then.
So, if Porter had a lawyer, blah blah blah, most stuff on his phone listed to him was not returned, blah blah blah. Well, we don't know shit. That's basically what this thing is. This was basically a whole bunch of nothing because we don't know shit. See, Perry forgot about this article. We had to do the extra effort to put this shit back in And then there's nothing in this article. It's like, hey, this police officer molested someone multiple times. It was very egregious. It was like a 10-year-old, so it's fucking outrageous and really bad. But apart from that, like, there's nothing to this article. Fuck you. See, this is the problem we have. If you read the article beforehand, all the fucking funny, like, live reactions to it will be less genuine. So we can't do that. Yeah, you could. But you have another sense of humor, so you could give us something that we don't find funny and can't work with. So yeah. Anyway. This is from Fox News, so it could be bullshit. I don't know. Well, everything could be bullshit, basically. It's the news. News is now synonymous with not fuck it. Wanking shits. That's the WS. Naughty, elderly wanking shits. That's what news stands for. Passenger stripped naked, watched porn, and attacked airline crew during flights. Great.
Ooh, can I?
Can we? Yeah, you can read this, but can we just try and imagine what happened here? So a guy got naked.
Yeah. Watched porn and attacked airline. Okay, so I'm guessing that first he stripped naked.
Yeah.
Then he started watching porn. And then the airline crew was, oh, this is going too far. So they tried to intervene. And then he started attacking them.
I'm just imagining, like, oh, the guy's naked, that's fine. He's watching porn? Whoa. That's a bridge too far, sir. Either you put clothes on, or either you naked and don't watch porn. It's one or, like, you can't choose. Either you're naked, or either you watch porn. You can't do both at the same time. He was like, what? Then he's like, it's my right as a sovereign citizen, and they began spewing that shit.
Oh yeah, people who aren't like citizens in any country and shit. They're citizens of Earth.
Yeah.
Do you mean people like that?
Yes.
Fucking stupid.
I am a citizen of Earth.
I am an alien.
Isn't there like international laws as well? So, like whatever.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's against international law, sir. Anyway, can you read this shit? You were gonna.
Okay. Bangladesh. Okay, I get it already. No.
It says bang in the name, so.
Bangladesh authorities arrested a passenger who reportedly stripped naked and watched porn on his computer before attacking an airline crew member on a flight from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia to Dhaka, Bangladesh Saturday night. What the fuck? Sounds funny.
Wait.
Shortly... Okay, I'll wait.
The picture. It looks like a fucking 40-year-old balding man. I was
Yeah, I know.
20 years old. I'm not sure. It looks like he's fucking 45 or something. It doesn't even look in his early 40s. He looks like an old sack of shit. I'm not being ageist here. Sorry, old people. I like old people. Some of them are good people.
You can say that about anyone. Any group of people. Some of them are good.
No, you can't say that about any group. Like rapists. You can't say some of them are good people.
But I'm sorry that I would immediately think of rapists as a group of people.
They do their assemblies, probably. Where do you think gang rapes come from? Okay,
oh yeah.
Stop with the rape jokes. The feminists are
Yeah.
gonna be offended.
Oh yeah. I have a little known fact of my own.
What?
Did you know that 9 out of 10 people enjoy gang rape?
Yeah, for the one person, it's a pain in the ass, I guess. Anyway, read the you can read the rest of this article.
Okay.
How is this guy 20 years old? Fuck me.
Shortly after takeoff, the 20-year-old university student who was flying back home on the Malindo air flight began to exhibit disturbing behavior. New Straight Times. Would you say so? I'm sorry, but do you also see a link to another website that reads Siberian Airlines passenger punches, strangles, and assaults passengers, calls baby a slut?
Yeah, I opened that link in the new tab. We have to read that one now. We can.
Anyway.
The fucking car explodes in Maryland can maybe fuck off. I don't know. We'll just see. If we have too many articles, that one just sounds too enticing.
And about 10,000.
Fucking
Yeah, I know.
on the seat.
I know you see his ass.
I scrolled down I didn't see his ass yet. It looked like he was fucking standing, but now we see his fucking bare ass on the fucking seats. Fuck me. Okay. What actually happened?
Well, he got naked and watched porn. Anyway, at about 10,000 feet, the man took off all his clothes and started watching pornography on his laptop, according to the paper. An airline crew member requested the man put his clothes back on, to which he complied. Okay. The cabin crew approached him and politely asked him to put on his clothes, another passenger on the plane said to the Sun Daily. Soon after, the man went to the restroom and tried to hug a female crew member. In the restroom? Or on his way to the restroom? He complied with their request. A short while later, there was some commotion at the toilet area, and it turned out that he was harassing a stewardess.
Okay, he was like...
The man tried to hug another female crew member later on in the flight, but became aggressive and attacked the head cabin crew member after attempts were made to calm him down. With the help of other passengers, crew members were able to restrain the man by tying a piece of cloth around his hands. Now there's a big quote that comes back later in the article.
Yeah, so skip over it.
The passengers seated behind the man were all relocated throughout the cabin for the duration of the 3-hour and 45-minute flight. Why?
No, because he was gonna jizz on them.
No, behind him. Well, he's gonna jizz over. He's gonna jizz over his head.
He had a really crooked dick.
There was the crooked man who had the crooked dick. An airline spokesman released a statement confirming the incident to New Straits Times. The crew on board has followed a standard operating procedure in restraining a naked passenger. No, the passenger from causing further disruption on board the flight. I didn't know there was standard operating procedure for people who strip, get naked, and attack crew members.
What's
cool.
going on?
Code 7.
We got a situation 69 over here.
69.
Okay, you know what to do.
That sounds like a good name for a band, Situation 69. Anyway, the disruptive...
The singer just sings like he has a dick in his mouth. It's like...
Why? The disruptive passenger was accompanied by Dhaka security team upon arrival, and he has been put in jail by the authorities there. The airline will continue to stay vigilant to ensure passengers travel soundly. Except that guy, I guess. There was no report on why the man was behaving so strange. He was extremely horny.
I guess so.
The man was arrested when the aircraft landed at Shah Jalal International Airport in Dhaka
What?
and escorted off the plane by authorities.
What the fuck is this shit?
What the fuck is this comments? My point exactly. Probably on his way to shoot up a Republican baseball game.
Okay. It should have
But the
grabbed him
same-
by the balls and twisted them 5 or 6 times.
Someone said, I am shocked to find out this was not Trump.
Feel sorry for the next poor smuck that will have to sit in that seat. Oh yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it's bad this happened for obviously for crew members and shit. But my situation would have been even worse. Like, could you imagine that he could have knocked out, like, all of the fucking airline crew? There's just, like, nobody to retain him. And it's just, like, walking around nakedly, jerking off.
Wait, why is everyone in the comments just... Oh yeah, it's Fox News, never mind.
Yeah, it's just...
Everyone is calling him a leftist and shit. Like,
fucking stupid. Hey, America, there's not fucking 2 sides to politics. There's a whole fucking spectrum.
oh, and by the way, not everything has to do with politics.
Yeah, and who the fuck is like full
I know,
on
right?
conservative or full on like fucking whatever? I don't give a
Retards.
fuck about. Like, who the fuck is full on one side on every fucking issue? Like, there's not one single one size fits all type of solution for every problem. So who the fuck is on one side for everything? Fucking retards. It's just basically people who are indoctrinated by some bullshit political shit, whatever. That's basically people who are like on full on left or right. I'm probably right leaning on some things and on left leaning on other things.
Yeah.
Everyone is probably. Apart from
Yeah.
some stupid people who just don't think and just follow whatever their side does or whatever. Anyway, let's keep it like mile high and go to the weird article that we found. The
Yeah.
plane looks like a fucking banana. An unripe banana with wings, but looks like a banana. Anyway.
Yeah, kind of. Siberian Airlines passenger punches, strangles, and assaults passengers. Calls baby a slut.
What the fuck? Nobody
Written.
calls baby a slut.
You know what I do like about the Fox News website?
It is a video.
Oh my god. Anyway, you know what I do like about the Fox News website?
What?
You know their Fox News icon? It actually shows the local time.
Wow.
I think it only shows the time the page loaded in. But actually, I don't think it refreshes because we're already a minute for
Yeah.
anyway.
Who knows?
Fuck you. You ruined it again. Anyway. Oh my god, it's a YouTube video, so you can even put it in the together. We can make it together tube, I guess, or what do we do? Do we just watch it like that?
I guess we'll have to, sadly.
Okay. Anyway, a Siberian Airlines passenger has been arrested after allegedly punching and strangling men, women, and children, and even sexually assaulting one female passenger on a flight from St. Petersburg to
How do you do all that?
Novosibirsk, Russia.
How do you do all that in the time it takes to not get fucking pounded by whatever
Maybe-
security?
Maybe was sitting next to a man, a woman, and a child.
He just like molested everyone and punched everyone?
No, he only sexually assaulted one female passenger.
Oh,
The other ones were being punched and strangled.
I guess so.
You could... Not speaking of experience, but you could easily probably just strangle a child while punching other people.
Yeah, childs have tiny necks, so maybe one hand's enough to strangle it. And then punch it.
Anyway, the unidentified man, 47...
How can you be unidentified if you're on a fucking airplane? You have to identify yourself before going on a fucking plane.
How is he unidentified? But how do they know his age? They know he's 47, but they have no idea who he is.
That makes no sense. And he's on a plane. Did he like sneak in? Feel the luggage? Is he like in the luggage compartment and then he appeared like, I'm gonna fuck you all up, bitches.
Maybe when Fox asked people there, they were like, "Oh, we can't tell you his name, but he is 47 years old." They're like, "Oh, okay."
Did you give any details about his name? No, but he did said, "I'm 47, bitch." Started.
His ID. Anyway, he reportedly began his rampage by pacing through the aisle, spouting obscenities.
That's funny though.
Okay. A flight attendant asked him to take a seat near the rear of the air. Why don't you have a seat right over here? But he ignored the request, according to a passenger quoted in The Sun. Are we first going to read the article and then see the video, I guess?
Yeah, that's best.
Oh, come on. Stop throwing these interesting titles in my face.
Yeah.
He kept walking up and down and started attacking passengers randomly and beating them. Siberian Airlines flyer Stanislav Semenov. Semenov!
I'm sorry! I fucked up the sound. I unplugged the thing. Semenov! Stanislav Semenov! Why does this happen? Why? Man, the next name, Man on Top. It sounds like Man on Top.
He used abusive words and tried to strangle several young women. And passenger Alexei Mamontov.
Man on Top.
According to Semenov, the crazed passenger became physical after taking a seat next to a female flyer, whom he proceeded to sexually harass by grabbing her and pulling her hair.
Okay, that's...
He followed by punching and elbowing a young man's wrist. Why? That's very specific.
Fuck your wrist.
Wrist is like a tiny part of the fucking body.
Maybe he wanted to keep him from masturbating.
Yeah, maybe he was afraid he was that one guy from Bangladesh.
Maybe this is he looked like that guy. He was like balding and he had like a goatee. He's like, the fucking same guy. Fuck your wrist.
Moments later, he reportedly switched seats so he was...
How empty was this plane that he can just move and sit everywhere?
I don't know. He was directly behind the young girl and placed his hands around her neck.
From behind?
Yeah.
Around the seats?
Well, not every plane is the same.
Yeah, it was probably a shitty plane then.
Like with us, it's very difficult to do that.
Yeah.
A flight attendant pushed him away, according to Semenov.
Fuck me.
But the man only refocused his attention on another passenger holding a baby. He said to the baby, "Hi, little sluts." What? Then tried to reach the child with his arms, said Semenov. Why does Semenov have so much to say?
Because I just like the name. They were just laughing with it like we are.
The man then looked over at Semenov and threatened to break his face. So Semenov rose from his seat, at which point the man attacked Semenov. Can we have a Semenov timer, please? Someone is watching. Can you count how many times we said Semenov? Thanks.
You're saying Semenov multiple times now because of that extra fucking escapade.
Yes. I hit him in return, said Semenov. No. At this moment, other men rushed to us and blocked him, pushing him down on a vacant seat, Semenov stated. Flight attendants and passengers also rushed to restrain the man by strapping him into the seat with belts.
Strap on?
What the fuck?
Can you imagine if like somebody just got out strap on an ass fuck?
Oh my god, there's another video
What?
in the police station. Anyway, footage taken by one of the passengers shows a group of men appearing to beat the man into submission as passengers prepare to deplane.
Is that a thing? I didn't even know that was a fucking word. Wow.
Plane. Okay. After landing in Novosibirsk, authorities boarded the aircraft and placed the unruly passenger under arrest. No. The police station at the Tolmachevo airport received a message from the airline that several policemen were required to board the plane from St. Petersburg to Novosibirsk due to the aggressive behavior of one passenger, said Irina Volk, a spokeswoman for the Russian Interior Ministry.
Wow. Interior Ministry? Like, this is... I don't know.
This is a nice sofa.
They can just come at your house if you live in Russia, like, I can see a violation there. The cupboard is made of a different wood than...
I see a violation here. This TV is nicer than the one I have at home. I'm taking this one. Police transferred the man to the airport's holding cell.
What?
Police transferred the man to the airport's holding cell, where he continued to act out, bang on the walls, and remove his shirt.
Perry, stop tripping over stuff.
Why do I get an email? I think I had an email about the WWE Network, but it said that it comes from Dolph Ziggler. Of course. Anyway.
Okay.
Police later escorted the man to a hospital for a medical evaluation. UK's Daily Mail reports, fellow passengers did not believe he was drunk at the time of the attacks.
He was just insane. Anyway, this is a fucking video of the... Is that Finley? No, check. The guy in the first video that's like you can see his head before you even start playing the video. He looks like Finley.
Yeah. Okay, you're gonna have to count down though, I guess.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, this is It just looks like they're all beating him down. This is like towards the end of this shit.
Yeah. Everyone's deplaning, I guess. No?
He's still punching his face. Like everyone's just calmly getting off the plane, I guess. They're just beating his ass.
Oh, what it was the best flight I've had so far.
Can you imagine if there's just one guy taking, like, just stealing shit because of the commotion? It's like, oh yeah, I can see what's in that. Oh, that's a nice fucking new iPhone X. It would be really stupid to steal iPhone because those things can be tracked. So
yeah, would be stupid to steal iPhone.
Anyway, what is he doing in the cell? That cell looks really janky. Like he could break out. This looks like a movie prop that like the Hulk breaks out of with greatest of ease. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, what the fuck? It looks like an animal shelter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I started playing it. He's like tapping glass. He's banging it. He's really angry. He's trying to find the weak spot. He's trying to get out. That was being really annoying. He's trying to shoot it with his finger.
Can be.
It looks like a fucking bird on a stick that they're trying to grab.
I only just got to the shirtless part.
It looks like a bird. Do you get what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
Like, when there's a bird on a stick and you open the cage, it like moves sideways against the back of the cage.
Oh my god, it looks like they're gonna ram something up his ass or something.
It looks like they tied him to the bench and like, fuck you. He looks like he's fucking insane. Anyway, that was that shit.
How does someone excuse that? Like,
What do you mean? Is there any reaction to this?
No, I mean, how does someone excuse, like, what would his excuse be like?
Maybe it was Putin. How does that even make sense? That's not even funny in any way. Someone should have choked him out. That would have been funny. While we look to our Siberian friends for gulags and polar bears, we generally frown upon its airline security. How? Like, do you think this shit could have been prevented in the United States somehow?
What? Yes, they have that amazing,
Like the
what's it
fucking
called?
thing where guns pass and shit, where they like, oh yeah, we can stop terrorists with this shit, but we can't stop jack shit with our bullshit airlines.
Of course, because America is best.
Somehow.
I mean, yeah, but when you don't actually think, when you don't actually want to think about stuff, then yes.
Anyway.
I guess America sounds great. Fucking. I can't hear you.
I'm just seeing stupid shit. I was seeing the comments, but the comments are Fox comments, so they're kind of dumb. It's the same shit. It's every time something is on, it's like, oh, liberal, conservative, fucking brain dead shit farts. Anyway, that's. I said we were gonna skip this one, but fuck it, we can do it anyway, I guess.
The exploding car.
Car explodes in Maryland. You know where you cannot have vaginal intercourse with family members. Vaginal intercourse is not allowed. Sodomy,
that was Maryland, right?
Yeah, that was Maryland. So remember, you can incest ass fuck your family members in Maryland. It's a-okay.
Yeah, don't forget to put it in the wrong hole for once.
They're like, can you imagine like somebody's ass fucking their sister in Maryland, and then they like slip and slide into the vagina, and they're like, and then the cops back down the door and just fucking take them away. It's like, okay, we saw that, sir. How did you see that? We know everything. We're the Maryland police. What the fuck, Maryland police? Now I just imagine Oompa Loompas in police suits. Maryland. It sounds fucking weird, doesn't it? Welcome to Maryland! Woo! Fucking shit. So, okay. So, car explodes in Maryland after man uses body spray.
No.
Lights cigarettes.
No. No.
We're on Fox again! How is this gonna become a conservative versus fucking liberal shithole thing?
Now we're on Fox LA. LA?
Why is this place called Woodlawn? That sounds like the dumbest name for anything. Anyway, you can read this one.
It's a really short one.
Yeah.
Woodlawn, Maryland.
Anal penetration.
Thank you.
Very
because
important.
that's the only... Yeah, that's important in Maryland. Police in Maryland say a car blew up when the man inside lit a cigarette after spritzing himself with an aerosol body spray. Don't you hate it when you're gonna come and you spritz it? Baltimore County Police spokeswoman Jennifer Peach tells the Baltimore Sun that the cigarette and spray combination caused a sudden and violent expansion of the air molecules in the car Thursday, creating a boom that pushed the roof up, shattered the front window, and blew the cars open.
The cars?
Well, fuck you, it's the same.
No, it was one car that got blown.
What is this? Cars Rule 34?
Yeah, probably.
It's one car that got blown. Princess Peach said the driver appeared unharmed and was taken to another castle.
To check for hearing damage?
But he's like being burned to death. His ears are fine. But Baltimore.
His like eyebrows are singed off and his hair is gone.
The Baltimore County Police said on its social media accounts that the man was taken to a burn unit with serious injuries. No,
The man
no,
hasn't been identified. He was too badly burned.
but at least his hearing was okay.
Yeah, that's good. So he should be right back to having anal intercourse with his sisters. Fuck this shit. I have another article type thing standing up. It sounds weird, standing up, set up, but it's not for now because it's not really an article. It's like about a things, America, blah blah blah, boo boo jibby jibby. Yeah, nice introduction to it, right? Let's just do what we want to do first and go straight up the tweet hole. Yes, if I can find a way to get it back here. Yeah, bitches.
Yeah, bitch.
Let's go to this. Straight up the tweet hole.
No way.
Yeah, because everyone knows that Twitter is a file sack of shit where you find stupid shit. Just like Facebook, basically. But with a nicer layout, because Facebook looks like it's stuck in 2007. At least Twitter looks modern, so it has that going for it. But you know what it also has going for it? Stupid shit like this. Well, I saw stupid shit. You have to wait for it to load. It's basically about Nazis. If you read who it's about Nazis.
Oh. Let's see, because I'm not seeing anything yet.
Yeah, they use... I mean, Nazis nowadays, they use the wrong, like, handle. Instead of Nazi Party or something, they use North London Antifa, apparently.
The fuck does that say? I can't really read it.
I'm gonna read it. Tonight, a group of student and anti-fascists... remove the anti, please. Activists successfully shut down an alt-right talk at King's College. I mean, I don't give a fuck about alt-rights, but, like, people should have their opinion heard. Here's alt-right mouthpiece, Sargon of Akkad. I mean, I don't even know if he's really is alt-right or anything. I mean, I don't always agree with him. Or I don't know if I generally even agree with him, because I haven't seen his shit for a long time. So after he was forced to leave the building, no platform for him tonight. That's like, yay, we made a victory there. Like, what victory? What victory is this? Can we just basically see what happened? Somebody was going to use words to talk about something.
Oh,
Other
no.
people were going to use violence to silence him. Who did that? I mean, were those...
The fascists.
Yeah. I mean, that's fascist, right? I mean, isn't it like anti-fascists by itself to allow people the freedom of speech? You know what's fucking fascist? Not allowing people freedom of speech. You fucking pieces of twat shit. Fuck you, Antifa. You're pieces of dog shit. Get fucking molested by Santa Claus or some shit. I fucking hate this piece of shit. You know why? Because when it comes to Antifa, I fucking love the whole thing. If you... Not what happens with them, what they do, but like what I thought it stood for the longest time before they started being retarded. Like for the longest time, okay, if there's actual like fascist groups that are threatening violence, you know when you need this type of shit? You know when you need people to stand up and beat the shit out of Nazis? When Nazis come up and start beating the shit out of people. If you see some fucking Nazi protest happening and they're fucking attacking people, then sure. Then violence is definitely allowed. Like, if you see fucking Nazis beating up people, then fucking put on your Antifa shirts and start beating the shit out of them. That makes sense. But deplatforming people, that's just fascism. They're just fucking being fascists themselves. This is disgusting. And I say this as somebody who doesn't really always agree with this type of shit, but people should be allowed to say whatever they want. I want fucking Nazis to voice their opinion, so I know that they're pieces of shit that I don't have to deal with. And at least if we know they're fucking really are Nazis, then maybe somebody could talk to them and at one point they may just become normal. Like if we just have people, if we threaten people with violence, we're not gonna hear their opinions. And if we don't hear their opinions, we don't even stand a chance of changing them.
Okay.
You know how to get rid of racists? Like there was this one fucking hell. Now I forgot the name. Barry, do you remember the blues musician? There was this one blues musician that like he talked to people from the KKK as a black man. And he even befriended some of them and even got some of them to leave the KKK. And you know how he did that? Not by punching them in the face. He did that by basically befriending them and showing them reality. Because that's a lot of people who are actually racist. That's what's wrong with them. A lot of them have been sheltered. Like maybe they have parents that are like, yeah, black people are shit. Or that maybe they have parents that say like Islam is horrible and everyone who is like a Muslim is a terrorist. If you have parents like that and you don't have that, like if you don't meet people from that group and you don't get a chance to actually see what they're actually about, then sure, those stereotypes will hold up. And if you're being like, oh, if you say like black people, if your stupid parents tell you that black people are racist, no, what am I even saying? They're saying that black people are violent, and you take that and you become racist because of that. And as a response to that, black people start beating your ass up. Then probably you will think that black people are racist, like are violent because they attacked you. I mean, it's because you're a racist, then. But like, sure, it just enhances a stereotype. What if you're like racist and you meet like, and your parents told you that black people are violent, and it's like every black person that you meet after that's like really nice, and you're gonna be like, maybe that was bullshit.
Mm.
So violence isn't the way to get rid of racism. That's just all I'm saying here.
I agree with most of it.
Anyway,
but I just don't agree with the fact that everything is solvable with words and talking, and sometimes it's better to just do actions instead of words.
I mean, there is one point where you can see that obviously those people are unredeemable, but like,
and I also think that some people, like, not when they're voicing opinions, but I think insulting someone.
I mean, yeah, directly insulting someone, yeah.
That I don't know. Then I don't really care if they get punched in the face, because then they deserve it, in my opinion. So.
I mean, there's a difference to having an opinion and then just like attacking a certain person. It's. It does make sense, so that's a complete difference. But next thing here. Okay, I'm gonna say this. Did you know that apparently an animal can be seen as racially insensitive for some reason?
Well, is it about a frog? No.
Well, yeah, that was apparently one that was culturally insensitive or whatever bullshit. No.
Gorilla statue.
Yes.
Right.
City removes gorilla statue from playground over complaints it's racially insensitive.
Why?
If you mix race and a gorilla, I mean,
you're the racist.
The link there is already pretty racist. Like, what are you saying, that black people are gorillas?
If you see a gorilla and the first thing you think of is, oh my god, that's racist towards black people, even though it's just a fucking gorilla statue, then you're the fucking racist.
I mean, that's
you're basically calling black people gorillas.
Yeah.
Like, how can people be so fucking dull that they don't understand basic thinking like that? Jesus. Fucking hell.
This thing by itself is fucking racist. The removal of the statue is fucking racist. The grounds that it was removed on is fucking racist. That's what's racist here.
You know what looks funny in the picture though? It looks like the gorilla is doing a Hitler salute.
Okay, maybe that was the problem. Sure looks like that.
And everyone. But that's just funny. I would be like, oh fuck you, I'm gonna leave it here.
I mean,
I'd
it is
pay
a
$100 extra every month to keep it here. Jesus.
I mean, it would be a funny joke about like laughing at Nazis and like saying they're those stupid as monkeys. If you have a monkey that does a Hitler salute or something, that would be kind of funny, yeah. I mean,
But
that
then they're
doesn't
like,
really
oh.
insult anyone apart from Nazis, so how would that be bad?
But then the so-called people who are protecting, who are taking care of racism in their minds, are like, wait a minute, it's gorilla, so it must be
Oh
related to
yeah,
black people.
you mean the people who cause all racism, like most racism nowadays? You mean those people? It's like, yeah, we're anti-racism. Never mind the fact that we're the ones actually causing the fucking divide and racism anyway. This is stupid shit. I have another one about Sargon, because apparently that's now a thing that people say stupid shit about. And who says more stupid shit than Steve Chives?
Wait, you found him? What?
No, yeah, somebody retweeted him, I guess, or took screenshots of his bullshit and retweeted him.
Alright.
Because he blocked us on Twitter for some reason. We never even had a conversation with him. It's because of the people we follow, it seems, I guess. On Twitter.
Like, oh no, they follow people who are for free speech. Block.
Yeah, I mean...
What the fuck?
Anyway, we have the leader of the Cucked Cox clan, Steve Shives here, and he's saying some stupid shit to some people. Well, we don't have the full context about this, but it's about Sargon being suspended on YouTube for some reason randomly. I think it has to do with like the stupid shit. Like, did you know that they have trusted flaggers now? It's basically like abuse your power idiots that they put in place to basically abuse their power. That's something that really is really needed on YouTube. Fucking anonymous police. That's definitely something you need. Anyway, he says, I get your concern, but Sargon's a professional bigot who's instigated hatred and bullying against women. I've never seen that though. Immigrants, POC Muslims, etc. For years, he's a rape apologist. I mean, you mean he's somebody who thinks that there should be proof of something before it actually... I don't see how that makes
I
sense.
would say that's a sane human being.
What?
If you want to be to see proof before.
Yeah, he calls it a rape apologist. And a racist who amplifies... Same? What? And I wouldn't mind seeing him get punched every time he leaves his house. Well, Steve, I wouldn't really mind seeing you get punched every time you leave your house. I mean, everyone can say that bullshit. It's just stupid, trivial bullshit. And the reason I want to see you get punched every time you leave your house is not because of your stupid opinions, which I think are stupid, but because you said that somebody else should get punched every time he leaves his house. I think the table should just be turned there, and there should just be a person there. And I feel, to add insult to injury, I feel like a black lesbian woman should just punch you in the face every time you leave your house. Just like, and scream, you don't speak for all of us, you fucking cuck, get back inside the cuck tent. Bitch, boy. Maybe that should be awesome.
I mean, I would gladly be the person to stand outside Steve Chai's house to punch him every time he leaves the house. But I can't ask him because he blocked us on Twitter.
I still feel like it would be awesome if it was like a black lesbian woman. I would say a black lesbian Muslim, but I don't know how many. I mean, there's probably gonna be like lesbian Muslims, but because there's people who don't take their fucking religion too literally. So there's probably some of those.
Oh yeah, by the way, Trulumbo said earlier, the leader of the Cucked Cox clan, and when you go to Urban Dictionary, and look up Cucked Cucks Clan, you'll see a definition. A bunch of guys that stand in a circle wearing white cloaks whilst black men fuck their wives.
Guess who added that to Urban?
And then it's added on the 1st of May 2017 by Lolzosaurus.
Yeah. I mean, should I just try and get that open again?
It has 3 likes.
Really? Somebody liked it?
3 people.
The reason why we didn't include the fucking Steve Chives name is because you can't include names. It may get, or the chance is bigger that it gets taken down.
Oh fuck, I forgot the sentence that you wrote down there. I went to a meeting of the Cucked Cucks Clan yesterday. My wife will never be the same.
Yeah, I can already find it. I'm gonna just put it up so that people can actually see that.
Still hate the fact that we had so many other better, really good ones and that they were denied.
Hey, wait, fuck you. I looked it up and I can't find it now. I even had it earlier.
Which one?
The Cucked Cucks Clan.
I have it. I found it was like the first link when I searched Cucked Cucks Clan on Google.
Oh, I'm just, yeah.
The clan is with a C. Right?
I know, yeah, because of Cucked Cucks. We did it with everything C. Anyway, yeah, let's get this back. Let's just do articles again. Click on the articles thing. Oh shit! No.
But for the
Why?
The clickbait titled thing.
Oh shit!
What?
I'm sorry, people.
Oh no! What did you do?
Wrong fucking thing. There it is. Da 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 da. Cucked Cucks Clan.
Boobs.
Like you said. Here's the proof. A bunch of guys that stand in a circle wearing white cloaks while black men fuck their wives. And it says, I went to a meeting of the Cucked Cucks Clan yesterday. My wife will never be the same. Hashtag cuckold. And it says, by Lolzosaurus. Wow. That's almost getting his 1 year anniversary. The fucking Cucked Cucks Clan induction into the Hall of Urban Dictionary. Dickage.
The Hall of Urban Dictionaries.
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm saying now. Let's fuck off with these articles.
I thought so. So now we're going to the clickbait titled article. Yeah. 13 things. 13 reasons why.
Fuck the...
Police coming straight from the underground.
Anyway.
13 things that Americans do that the rest of the world.
I don't have it up yet. Have some patience. People can
fuck
read
you.
It now.
It's a UK website, by the way. 13 things that Americans can do that the rest of the world just finds bizarre.
Anyway.
Here are some of the best.
I decided to check this shit up. Because, well, I mean, it is a UK thing, so maybe what the fucking English find weird is not something we would find weird. So let's check if we just find this shit weird or not. Who fucking knows?
And it's... What did it say? It's from non-Americans in, like, the Ask Reddit. Someone asked about what they found weird in American culture.
And here's some things.
Driving everywhere. How big the country is and the amount of time you guys are willing to drive. I had a friend who drove for 16 hours to visit family for the weekend. It's baffling.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, that's too much. Fuck you.
That is like that's something I wouldn't do.
I would just... I can't even be in a car for 16 hours. What the fuck? We'll have to stop a shitload of times or I'll just keep throwing up, I guess.
That as well. Jeez.
Anyway. Number 2. Being able to buy anything you want at Walmart. A friend came from the UK and he said Walmart was the weirdest thing. You could buy 24 rolls of toilet paper and 12 got shotgun in the same store. Well, yeah.
I mean, you gotta be safe when you're taking those shits. Like, if you're in your outhouse taking a shit and there's a bear.
It's just weird to have a supermarket where children come in and shit, and there are guns to buy.
Yeah, that is the weird thing.
I mean, they probably won't sell it to the kids, but still.
I want that gun.
I want that one.
Oh, little Billy, here's your gun.
You can't be here while I buy it for you.
Hey, Billy, why don't you go hide around the corner? So, sir, how are you buying this gun for yourself? Yeah. Definitely.
And it's in Maryland, so after he bought the gun, he's like, okay, thank you. Now I can go home and fuck my sister up the ass.
Oh, shit.
I was not aware that you can buy guns in supermarkets in America. I thought you had to go to a dedicated gun store for that. Boy, was I. Well, yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, I've seen dedicated gun stores over here. What, do they not have dedicated gun stores in the UK or something?
No, in the US, you mean? It's about the US. What?
Yeah, but like the US probably still has dedicated stores as well. But like the guy that said this,
Well,
like,
it doesn't give the vibe at all that he has no idea about dedicated gun stores.
Yeah, but it gives the vibe that he hasn't seen one in his own country or some shit. That's basically what it seems like.
I'm pretty sure he's definitely not from the UK.
Because his name is Kevin de Vogel.
Yeah.
Which is like a Dutch ass name.
Yeah.
Maybe his name's Kevin de Vogel. Huh? This is some stupid shit. The third one. This is retarded as fuck, and I don't know why America does that stupid shit.
Price tags. The price on things in the stores are not the actual price, but the price without tax and such.
That's just dumb.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Can you imagine buying a shitload of stuff and then having to calculate your fucking tax because they're fucking too lazy to do that?
That's fucking retarded. So who does the work? The customer?
I guess so. No, the fucking gas register, when you just put it in, it's like, oh yeah, sir. You know all the shit that said it was like $70? It's actually $120. Yay!
Surprise!
That's not a surprise.
Fucking idiot.
It's like getting...
That's not strange, that's just fucking retarded.
It's like getting double penetrated up the ass by a guy with a big dick and a strap on. It's not a surprise, it's just shit. Just horrible.
Number 4, America's weird version of Puritanism. You guys can't separate nudity from sex.
I mean, yeah, it seems like that. I don't see what the problem is with sex anyway either. It's just fucking sex. As long as you practice safe sex, it's good.
I hope they don't actually believe that like children under 18, when they see, oh, you have to be 18 to enter this website, that they're like, oh no, I have to get out of this website.
What is this magic? Oh my God.
It's holding me back.
Why does my arm want to click on no? I want to say that I'm 18. Why can't I? No! And then they just fucking leave the website.
Like, children aren't that stupid.
I mean, most people that are like 14 to 15 or maybe even 13, 12 have seen fucking porn.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was 12.
Yeah, something like that. And then you fap to it. And then you jizz. Like micro loads.
What?
Maybe
No.
The first time you fap, you don't jizz. And then
yeah, the first time.
You fap a few times, like, oh, this feels good. And then, like, after a while, it's like, what's this shit that comes out of my dick? Why is this here? No. I mean, you've thought about it. You've learned about it in school before it happened. So when you fap the first time, it's like, where's the jizz?
Yeah, like, why is it? I think something's wrong with me.
Can you imagine
Nothing's coming out.
My jizz, where's my jizz? I don't have jizz. Did you come in school? Like, you come in school? Fuck, that was really badly worded. The teacher's like, is everything alright there? Yes.
Well, you've heard enough stories of people like sitting in class, fucking masturbating under their desks.
Oh yeah, I had a really funny story about that. There was a guy in my class, and he was like, You know how they try to hide their phone so that the teacher can't see that they're on their phone? So he put his phone in his like pen pouch thingy, and he put that on his like lap, so he was playing with that with his phone. And the teacher was like looking, because she saw there was something happening. She was like, "Hey, what are you doing? Are you masturbating?" It's like, no, like really angrily. It was just so insane. We were all just like, we didn't even see that shit was happening, so we were just in class, and it's like all of a sudden the teacher got really mad. Like she was just like, she looked like she was mad because she didn't get fucked in ages or something. That's the way she responded to that. It's like, fuck, this teacher hasn't orgasmed in years.
You know what's really funny about that?
What?
The excuse that teachers use for that you're not allowed on your phone is, oh, you're distracting everyone in class. But they're the ones who distract everyone and who's like, why are you on your phone? And therefore we're like, oh, look, that guy is on his phone. I didn't know that before the teacher mentioned it.
Now I
am
like, distracted.
Yeah, good job, teacher.
Yeah, I mean, people. The problem is people just overestimate their own bullshit, I guess, and overestimate the difficulty of shit. It's like when you're in class and it's like, oh, this shit is easy, and you're just slouching there. It's like, hey, are you paying attention? I don't need to pay attention to this shit. This shit's simple. Like when that shit happens, like it's just annoying. Anyway, we're going off track here.
What the other guy also about Puritanism? An extreme violence gore is considered normal and shown regularly on TV.
Yeah.
It's pretty infuriating to live somewhere where something as natural and beautiful as a human body is viewed as taboo and corrupts our youth, but a guy getting his head cut off or getting beaten to death is perfectly okay for kids to watch. We're desensitizing the wrong things.
No,
well, none of those things are wrong.
It doesn't matter either way. I watched horror movies when I was 10 or some shit, so who gives a fuck? And I'm not even American. And I think American parents are stricter on the fucking gore shit as well. Because I've never met anyone here whose parents said like, yeah, you're not allowed to play that game because you're too young, or you're not allowed to watch that movie. I never met anyone like that. That's more of an American thing, it seems to me, so that's confusing the fuck out of me. I think both of those things are kind of... I mean, there are people like that, obviously, but there's also people who just don't want their kids to see any of that shit. So, yeah.
Right.
What's...
Next one.
This mac and
cheese.
Gross,
amount of cheese Americans can intake at a time. Made mac and cheese for my Aussie cousins include 600 grams of cheese. They were floored and clogged, probably. I don't know. Yeah, the mac and cheese just looks gross.
You know what it is? It's the yellowness. It's like, what the fuck did you use? Pure yellow fucking cheese? Is that canned cheese? Like spray fucking cheese that's like processed bull diarrhea? Is that what this is? That's something I don't get. The fucking American spray cheese. It probably tastes like shit. That's the thing. Like, cheese has to ripen, and it has such fucking character. It's like wine. Like a nicely ripe wine. A nicely ripe cheese is really good. Then they have that processed shit in America that they try to call cheese. That's fucking diarrhea shit, I guess. Anyway, yeah, that doesn't look nice. I mean, if I want a mac and cheese, I'd get a nice like Italian cheese, like a Telaggio or something, and I'd have a white sauce with my cheese.
Yeah.
So this is just confusing.
And not just mac and cheese, just put some like bacon bits in it too.
Yeah, put fucking ham or bacon in there, you fucking troglodytes. I don't even know what that means. I was just using weird words.
But I have to say, in an American restaurant, I did get a taste of a mac and cheese burger, and it was good. But then again, I wasn't just purely eating the mac and cheese. There was like chicken with it and shit.
Yeah, I mean, this type of mac and cheese would be good for a burger, but if you have to eat it like a meal, it seems like it's...
No, it's
Because this seems like the type of cheese you'd find on a burger. This seems like it's cheddar or something of that sort. But cheese. By the way, I'm not really astounded by the 600 grams of cheese. Because I put a shitload of the taleggio and like Parmesan cheese in my mac and cheese anyway, so... But my mac and cheese is mainly Italian cheeses, though. So, it's more of 4 cheeses.
Italian cheeses. Pray for the Italian cheeses. 6. Pumpkin everything. Pumpkin flavored to eel. Pumpkin is a vegetable, yet it is always in seasonal items, combination with sweet flavors. To me, pumpkin spice coffee is so strange.
Fucking pumpkin tastes like rotten asshole.
Yeah, I just don't really care for it.
Did you
like I don't like
mash?
it. Yeah, I just don't like it.
Fucking hell. The pumpkin mash is somewhat of something you want to spoon feed like Steve Shives' butthole. That's how fucking... Ugh. I don't like pumpkin. I do want to try a pumpkin spice coffee just so I can actually say how shitty it is afterwards. Because I expect that to be shit. Because pumpkin just doesn't have a nice flavor. Pumpkin is similar to like cucumbers and stuff. It doesn't have much flavor, but it tends to overpower other good flavors. It tends to like drown them out a bit, which is a shitty
quality.
Yeah, shitty quality of food items. So yeah, fuck pumpkins up the ass. They're only good for Halloween to carve and shit.
7. Cheerleaders. Dressing up young girls in short skirts and getting them to dance around and cheer on young men strikes me as odd.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of... Yeah, it's just who gives a fuck, actually. It is a bit weird-ish. It feels a bit outdated.
But if they want to do that, so...
Yeah, it's just...
Also...
I mean, probably the shortness of the skirts is probably for the mobility, so they can kick their legs up high enough and shit.
Also, I thought nowadays there are also male cheerleaders.
That's true. Like they
do they also wear short skirts?
Yes, they do. And no underpants. They just have their balls dangle out of their fucking skirts every time they do a high kick. Yes.
But that does bring something up that I hate that we don't really have at school and shit. And that's like actual... Not just sports, like just clubs and shit too.
Yeah, that's the thing that like I would say that's something that Japan and like America and stuff has over us, like the school activities basically that you can be a part of if you want to.
Yeah, it's just like optional activities that is better about the school.
Yeah, they should. We had some things during break and stuff, but it was never something that... It was always temporary stuff. Like, I think there was judo and shit that people did.
Right.
Breakdance courses that some fellow student actually initiated as well. But those things were only for a limited amount of, like, lessons and shit, so... Never anything that stuck.
Oh, I fucking hate the next one.
Yeah.
Flags. I work at a summer camp, and there's nothing funnier than watching the international counselors be totally weirded out by the flag ceremony we have every morning, evening. 5 to 7 camper color guard raises flag, salutes, 60 to 90 people recite pledge and Girl Scout promise in unison. We turn on our heels and file out silently in the morning. In the evening we fold the flag, sing taps, turn on our heels and file out silently to dinner. Almost sounds like a fucking cult when you read it like that.
Yeah, that's just gross. That doesn't stand. How the flag supposedly stands for freedom, so how is saluting the flag freedom? I mean, it sounds like the opposite.
Freedom would be that you can do to the flag whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, you can smear your ball cheese on it.
You can fucking wipe your ass with it.
Wipe your ass with
it. It shouldn't fucking... Like, I wouldn't give a fuck if you did it to the Belgian flag, because it's... Guess what? It's a flag.
A piece of fucking cloth.
Yeah.
And it can stand for something, but like... Pissing on the flag or taking a fat shit on it doesn't fucking affect the fucking meaning behind the flag to you as a person. So what the fuck is the use of that bullshit anyway?
I don't know. I just think something's mentally wrong with you if you have so much connection to a flag. Feel like you have nothing important in your life. I just think that's really weird.
I mean,
It's like me being like, oh my god, this opened package. I love this. What the fuck?
yeah, even if it's something you fucking love, I guess. I just don't get it. It's just weird.
Anyway, next. Taking
Yeah.
coffee everywhere.
That sounds strange.
Eating and drinking coffee as you go, to me, is the best part of eating is sitting down,
Where the fuck
talking
is this
and
bullshit
relaxing. Well, I agree with the eating part. I would prefer sitting down somewhere, talking to people and relaxing while eating,
from? I
and
don't give a fuck what
and
people
drinking
want.
for that matter. But
I wanna eat.
I don't find it weird to like you can
Drinking
some
coffee on the go.
yeah.
Yeah, that's not strange.
What do you do when you're really thirsty and you have to catch a train?
No, it's just like this guy thinks like, should I take my train or should I get my coffee?
I don't think it's weirder to get a coffee on the go than it is to take a bottle of Coke or something. Like,
I mean, it's not as weird as taking a fat shit on the go. What are you doing? I'm shitting. On the train? Yes. Well, there's a toilet on the train. You shouldn't do it in the fucking middle of the hallway.
like it's not like they're sitting like first class with like a coffee machine or something.
They just like bring a coffee machine along.
Yeah.
You're just walking down the fucking aisles and then you see George Clooney standing there with an espresso machine. It's like, espresso. What else? It's like, oh please, fuck off. Hey, that's the thing. I'm just. Is that an American thing because it has George Clooney? Is Nespresso an American company? I would just.
I don't know. Anyway,
I'll just open up a separate.
then being obsessed with your alma mater.
Yeah.
I know this does not apply to everyone, but your attachment to your college university after you have left. The amount of older people I saw on my trip wearing a college gear was insane. Rank. As well as supporting your college as an alumni. Coming from the UK, where universities used to gain your degree, then it's a case of thanks for the piss-ups, bye.
Well, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, like I don't really give a fuck about schools that I've went to.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the things that you do in the schools is still just fucking up to you anyway. Like, you could have some good teachers, but you could still have shitty teachers as well. And they don't help you.
Yeah.
Duh. It doesn't mean that school's definitely going to be good. By the way, Nespresso is apparently based in Lausanne, Switzerland.
Yeah.
So...
Okay.
That's a thing, apparently.
What did the other guy say? I get made fun of all the time in Russia for having an attachment to my college. They just don't get the idea of loyalty to the school. I think it comes from two places, sports and a sense of community.
I mean...
But then again, I disliked a lot of people in my schools.
That as well. But
Like, how can you like... You can't like everyone at school.
yeah.
It's already impossible, I think, to like most people at schools.
Yeah, it's almost also impossible to know almost everyone. Maybe
Yeah.
on a stupid, like, shitty basic level. It's like, hey, how is your dog doing? Nice weather, isn't it? Like, if you have those fucking conversations and nothing deeper, like, sure, but then you don't know people and you're just, how can it be a community like this?
It's not a community.
It's basically like fake bullshit.
Hmm.
So anyway, the next thing. all the pomp and circumstances surrounding prom. Yeah, but they have to pump someone at prom. Am I right? That's the whole thing about
Uh,
fuck.
I have cousins who live in the
Cousins.
US,
I know.
and just hearing about the number of hoops they had to jump through to ask someone to dance is hilarious. Well, I really didn't. I didn't care, and I didn't go to prom. So
Yeah. I mean, that's the same thing here. Like, it's just nobody cares. We didn't even have that shit. Maybe it came over, or it was
and
in
I
your school or some shit. I mean, we
and
didn't have
I know that a lot of my a lot of people in my class who went to prom. They went together all as friends.
So somebody from Scotland said, in
And
Scotland, I can't do a Scottish accent. Our equivalents are Caelids, and in schools you just go and fucking dance. Concept of building up the courage to ask someone of the courage is simply ridiculous. How would you like to come and get bruised with me doing some fast dances to violence? As is tradition. Yeah, okay, that sounds weird. If you should ask someone like that. White Heat made. Why does that guy look like Ethan from HGH3?
what?
The guy in the chair. White
I
Heat
don't.
Mania.
Oh, right there. White teeth mania. Americans are obsessed with straight white men.
Whoa.
Straight white teeth. It's like your entire concept of beauty hangs on it. Don't get me wrong, dental hygiene is important, but not everyone needs a perfect Hollywood smile. They look super fake. Yeah. It looks like someone painted, like you have white paint or something.
Yeah, I mean, I get that if your teeth are like super yellow and they're crooked as fuck, it looks bad. But if they're just a bit off and shit, it still looks better than somebody who's like full on fake fucking shit.
Yeah, sometimes a bit off still looks better than straight white.
But that's better in any case. If somebody just looks like a mold of like a perfect person, supposedly, they look like shit. They look like fucking sex dolls.
Yeah.
They look like people. So.
And the last thing, being obsessed with being the best country in the world.
And fucking failing horribly.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I wouldn't want to live in the US. I've said this before. The only way I'm going to the US is if I ever am a fucking billionaire or anything. It seems like the best country to be done.
Yeah, it's only a good country when you're rich, isn't it?
So what is
Many Chinese people do not understand how America can function so well, since the people here are all so different. We have black, Asians, white, Hispanics, Indians, just to name a few, and yet we don't have massive infighting between races or religions. What? Go to many other countries and the smallest differences in culture, language, and background will almost automatically cause some major issues. What?
What was this article written? Oh,
Wait,
2013. Wait, what? That still doesn't make any fucking sense.
wait, did someone actually?
Did
I
somebody
feel like
blind write this down?
because that basically describe like the other countries is basically fucking America.
Yeah, which
Smallest
doesn't.
differences in culture, language, and background will almost automatically cause some major issues. That is America.
Yeah, that's what. Well, that's at least what we're seeing from the media. So I don't know if it's
Yeah,
actually that bad. Maybe it
the
gets blown out
media
of proportion.
portrays
I
American
mean,
media portrays
it
America
probably
that way.
gets blown out of proportion a bit, just like the terrorist attacks over here. Like people in America are like, people in Europe must be afraid of terrorist attacks. Well, they don't happen that fucking often. Just fucking calm down a bit.
I can't even remember the last time one happened.
Yeah, it's been a while now. I think the trends, the fans
And
gone.
and
Memes dying.
even while it was happening, or like days, or like a day after things happened, it's not like you go. Well, I didn't go out scared. You still saw a lot of fucking people walk around everywhere.
Yeah, we even went like you went to film a commercial, and we went to the fucking part of Brussels where there's could be potential terrorists like hiding.
Yeah.
We're really close to that place. Who cares? Jesus, these people scared. Like like I said, the chance of being in a fucking school shooting looks higher, even though that still isn't like a one of the main ways you could die. Like, the chance of that is still fucking low, so, jeez. We always seem to focus on these fringe things that look horrible while there's other things that are more common. Like, there's still people dying of fucking preventable diseases anyway. Isn't that more important? And more preventable? Because it's preventable diseases? Hey!
But none of these subtitles make any sense, like the second one. The way it's often described to me is that Americans have a very open mind and that we can handle having a lot of different people around, even when we don't agree. No!
That doesn't sound like America at all. Not from what I've seen.
Then they show the exact opposite of America in American media.
Yeah, this fucking... Wow. Either American media is showing us something completely fucking different.
Mm-hmm.
Or these people just don't know what they're fucking talking about. It's either of those.
I think if they're Americans,
Ooh.
like, I don't know. I feel like when you live in America, after all this shit, you feel like, oh, we're the best country in the world. First of all, who the fuck cares?
It's subjective
Second,
anyway.
it's subjective anyway. Like, some people will like America, some people will hate it, and probably for some reasons that the others like America.
Yeah, the reason you could like love and want to jizz on America could be the reason that somebody else says fuck America.
And wants to shit on America.
Kill all infidels and blow it up. That type of shit.
Yeah.
It's just the same reasons that you like something could be a reason for somebody to hate it. It's just fucking subjective as all hell. There is no best country. I mean, there's countries that are objectively worse to live in, I guess. And to some degree, maybe America isn't objectively even the best place to live. If you would get some standards out there. But yeah. I don't have any research, so I don't even know what to say here. I don't know if by many standards America would even be able to objectively be called a good place to live or not. I don't know if any European country would, by some fucking standard, would be objectively be able to be fucking called a good place to live. It just fucking depends, I guess. And then it still depends on what is the shittiest place to live. Like, if it's like, oh, people die there constantly because there's always wars there. That's, like, at this point, probably the shittiest place to live then. And by comparison, everything else is good-ish. So, yeah. It just depends on time and everything. It just depends on the current situation anywhere. So, is there ever a best country to live? No. It just depends on what you want out of a country. So, yeah.
What do you want your country to do for you?
Give me a blowjob. A blowjob. Also,
is America more free than the Netherlands?
Maybe gun laws, they're more free, but like.
Oh yeah, that's the most important thing for most Americans. I forgot.
You can't be free if you're tied to crippling fucking student debt.
Yeah.
I mean that's free. I don't feel like you could ever feel economically free in the United States just because of the amount of financial pressure that you could be under just by being sick all of a sudden. I don't think that's freedom.
I'm not sure. Is it Norway where they have free university? Pretty sure there is like one of the Scandinavian countries.
One of the Scandinavian countries also had free meal plans for students as well. It's going a bit far in my opinion, but hey, if they can afford that in their system.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not then? Doesn't really matter much, does it? But anyway, that's one of the things when America calls itself the land of the free. It's only for rich people. You can only be free if you have a shitload of money in the United States. Because if you get sick, you get to pay a shitload of money, and if you that basically means that all of the money that you have on your bank account, you don't have any freedom to do anything with that. Because you should keep as much as possible for the off event that something might happen to you or your family. That means that all the money that you have isn't yours, technically speaking. It's being held hostage by a possible future traumatic event or whatever. Like, I mean, shit like that could happen here, but you have the insurance shit, you have healthcare, like affordable healthcare, I would say. We don't have free healthcare, but you just don't have to pay like fucking 20,000 euros to get the fucking
But
finger placed back on your hand.
and you also get paid back a lot of it
That as well, yeah.
because I feel like that's what you do when you're being humane.
It feels like definitely something that should, like, when it comes to healthcare and that type of shit, that shouldn't be like private companies doing all of that shit. There's some things, don't get me wrong, there should be a free market for a lot of shit, but some things shouldn't be part of a free market. It's like I've said before. So that's just basically my stance on that. But as I said, I don't think America is more free. They just think that they're like a lot of people there that are like really flag humping or like they're just indoctrinated that way. They can't see that every country is shit in its own way and good in another way. So yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
I want to pay for other people's surgery if that means that my surgery is also cheaper when I need it. I mean, it's basically a financial shock type of thing. I'd rather have less money from a wage from working, and then get more and have to pay less when something happens. I mean,
Nice.
it's like, and do you even in those countries like America, do you even make that much more money with
Do
with
you?
less taxes? That it could account for the money that you would pay if, for example, let's say that I pay like a 200 euros a month or something. So that's what I'm losing there, and that covers all of my financial shit, so I don't have to my medical shit. Uh, does it mean that they're automatically paid that 200 more there, and does it mean that out of that 200 that they get paid more, that it covers everything that it covers over here with that 200? Like, I don't even know about that. Like, it's just weird. Can you imagine getting a 20,000 euro bill that you have to pay? Like 20,000 euros to like you get a finger sawed off or something at work, and it's like, oh yeah, it's at work, but yeah, we don't cover that, so you have to do that yourself. You have to pay for that shit. Can you imagine having to do that type of crap? Fuck that bullshit. It's a lot of stupid crap. Anyway, the show has been ending in some rambling shit about America, I guess. But next week we should have a guest. Like, I don't want to overstate that because, like, the life gets in the way sometimes. You, like, make plans and then you can't provide what you promised. So I talked to Alex Razel, and she was gonna come on the show next week because she didn't have time now. And so next week we should have a guest. And let's see how she fares in the Hogwash headline hunt, because I'm doing one of those again. And let's see what we can find on Twitter. And what articles we can find. And maybe we'll do something else. We don't know. I mean, I think we have a nice flow with these segments, but getting more segments is always fun as well. We don't want to do the same thing constantly. But the articles, yeah, that's a consistent part of this podcast. But anyway, I think we should end it on this note. And we'll catch you on the next podcast. balls. I'm still going. That's just... I have to click this. It says a logo now. Loathsome Loudmouths. You like the logo?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a great logo. The best. Unbeatable. Can't beat it. Best. Premium logo.